Alright, next up is decimal subtraction. Uses a lot of the same rules as decimal addition, but obviously subtraction can be a little bit harder sometimes. I think so. And so we're going to try out some decimal subtraction. Alright, so first let's try some money. I have $12.50 in my pocket. I want to buy something that is going to cost me $8.62. Now, one thing to be clear about first is make sure you're subtracting a smaller number than your bigger number. If you think about money, it's not too hard. I have $12. I'm buying something that costs $8. If we estimate a little bit, that works. $8 is less than $12, so this subtraction will work. Now, we need to write out our numbers. The first number goes on top, like always. Now, subtraction works the same as addition in that the most important thing is that you line up your decimals when you put them on top of each other. So, 8.62. Subtract. And now it's just a subtraction. You can ignore the decimals till the end. Hard part here is I set up a subtraction. It's going to require borrowing every single time. So, 0 minus 2. We can't do that. So, I'm going to change that 0 to a 10 by borrowing 1 from the 5. Now that's a 4. 10 minus 2, we can do that. That's 8. 4 minus 6, well, we can't do that again anyways, so I'm going to change that 4 to a 14 and borrow 1 from the 2. 14 minus 6, well, that's 8 again. 1 minus 8, can't do that, so let's do the 11 minus 8, that's 3. Decimal, decimal, decimal. I have $3.88 left to spend on candy after I buy my $8.62 whatever. Let's say we're buying a math book. So after you buy your math book, this is how much you have left to spend on something you actually want. I hope that makes sense. Let's try another example that doesn't have to do with money again, just to make sure we're on the same page. So let me get rid of all this. I'll get rid of that too. Alright. Two numbers again. Let's say 9.87 minus 3.2. Alrighty. Equals, let's figure it out. First number on top, 9.87. What was the most important rule about subtraction of decimals? Line up the decimals. 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Now I know these don't line up. These have to line up. I don't care that those don't line up. I care that these line up right now. So, let's subtract these. 7 minus nothing, well, that's just 7. That's easy. Oh, I want red. I like having my answers in red. 7 minus nothing is 7. 8 minus 2 is 6. 9 minus 3 is 6. Well, this one is a lot easier than the last one. Decimal, decimal, decimal. Our answer, 6.67. And there you have it. Most important rule about decimal subtraction and decimal addition is to line up the decimals. If you do that, you're on the right track. You should get the rest of it as long as you can add or subtract. That concludes the decimal subtraction video. It's number 2 of my 4 videos for decimals. So next up is going to be multiplication.